Good night. I'm going to bed.
All right, can you look us in the eye at least when you say goodbye?
No, I cannot. I have too much shit in my hands.
Okay, we'll wait then.
Okay, you folks. Have a great evening. I can't talk anymore.
Okay, well, when you turn around and look people in the eye, you know, the people, especially the people that have stayed with us through the entire stream.
Good night. Good night. Please, good night. Bye-bye.
Can you say taste the rainbow?
Taste the rainbow.
On Friday. Well,
Friday.
I think what this stream did is we got one. I'm just looking at our Twitch statistics. We got one of the Skittles scams removed. That was one from a couple of weeks ago where you claimed you didn't have any extra Skittles, but you had a whole bag of them. That one has been stricken from the record. The one from Friday, unfortunately.
Echoing, God damn it!
The one from last Friday, unfortunately.
Stop fucking echoing or I'm gonna turn the computer off!
I'm not echoing.
You're echoing on my side!
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well.
Good night!
On.
Computer's off right the fuck now!
Friday.
Bye.
Day.
Goodbye. Computer's going off.
Will try
Restarting right now.
to rectify the Skittle scam. There he goes. Anyway, yeah, we'll do another. It won't be full on Skittles on Friday, but you know we'll incorporate it. I think there's a lot more he can agree to. For Friday. I like the way it freezes when he restarts his computer. Like you get that last little screenshot of him, like yelling. Notice he's restarting his computer. He's not turning it off. What does that tell you? I see a comment just came in. Well, I'll play it. Even though I'll replay it for you on Friday. Tom, do I ever feel sorry for Perry? Yeah, I feel sorry for Perry. That's why I spent the past 4 years making sure he doesn't go homeless. I hope that answers your question for you. Yes, Skittles Man will be back on Friday in more limited capacity. I won't make the whole thing about Skittles because we'll do mailbag too. Right. Well, Perry should have to tell the 1990s history what he doesn't accept an offer. Good luck at getting him to agree to that stipulation. The DSP Thug videos were at 5 frames per second. Can I replay them? Yeah. Let's see. Do I ever feel bad that Perry doesn't get laid? Perry's had his opportunities. Let's see. Yeah, I'll play that. Let me get rid of his chat box. These are really quick, some of these older ones. Well, the Aftermath ones are really quick, but let's see the main one.
Dude, what the fuck? You just got Skittles on my car, man. What the fuck? Oh, you want some more Skittles? Well, Skittle scam, huh? Take some more Skittles. Take some more Skittles. Take some more Skittles. Darkside Phil says, taste this rainbow.
Go fuck yourself!
All right, hey, can I have some time with your shop vac?
Fuck off!
Wow. And I'll show you these are the only ones I have. There's this one. shows a little bit of the aftermath. Look how far that went. That's clear across the street. Wow. Wow. That has some serious reach. That's crazy. Let me just go here for a sec. Sorry, I just wanted to see what this is.
Sorry I'm late to the stream, everybody. What did I miss? Is Perry still fat?
I'll replay that at the top of Friday, but yeah, you missed quite a bit. You missed quite a bit, I will say. I wish that camera was a little more steady. Tom, how often do I mute myself so Perry and the stream can't hear me? You know, very rarely, really. Like once in a while, like something will happen, like outside or something like that, or I'll have to like do something. But I really have to pay attention. To everything. So it really, maybe if I have to blow my nose or something, but it's very rare. Oh, Hero says he did hit a car. Roy Cohn, who is DSP's henchman, confirmed that he saw a car drive away from being parked in front as soon as Perry fired his cannon. Wow. We need more Raj. I don't know if that's the guy I talked to when I called. Because I guess clearly not the first time they've been called about someone coming in to film, take video inside the establishment for some kind of like live stream. Not the first time they fielded that question, for sure. And I don't think Perry was the strangest person that came in tonight by a long shot. I don't even think he makes the top 20. Can I replay when he dumps Skittles over his head? No, I don't have any replay ability right now. Garrett's on vacation in Cancun, well-deserved vacation with his girlfriend, and he's the one that usually pulls clips that I'm able to quickly replay. I don't have that ability on my own. I think for Friday, he's got to aim. I don't know if there's any way he'd agree to do it, but I think he's got to aim the shop vac at the camera. You know, I want to see it like the force of it hitting the camera or near the camera. He's not using a Pixel phone here with the Samsung because his Samsung is his main phone. I bought him the Pixel to do like cameos and do like take video for like Patreon and like when he's out and about. I also thought it might be a fun second camera phone for in the apartment. But now I think I just gotta pony up the money to get him a third line for his phone, because he has 2 lines right now which we use. The other phone he has is a piece of junk, but it's only good for talking on the phone. We use that for like Subscriber Sunday, or sometimes I'm on the phone with him there. So I might have to get just a SIM card for the Pixel, just so it'll look better too when he's walking around, but especially with the gimbal. And I want to get him like a sling, almost like a utility thing around his chest where you can clip the Bluetooth speaker, clip the microphone, all that stuff. Oh, Milk Duds might cause an actual accident with that attachment. That attachment's actually scary. don't get too upset about him not accepting that a car detailing video. You know, people, you got to remember, you're catching him in a moment. You know, and that's the beauty of Perry, is he'll answer a question differently every time you ask him. So on Friday at the start, you know, let's say the first 30 minutes, you can ask him the same question, like, hey, if you get your new truck, would you do a detailing video for me? He'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. You know, so don't get discouraged. You'll get your car detailing video at some point. Hot dogs, yeah, hot dog. Oh my God. I'm not exaggerating when I say I get such pleasure out of seeing stuff fired out of the shop vac. It's my favorite PCL thing. Out of anything else, it's my favorite PCL activity. Perry's the laziest, most non-productive person to have two cell phones. Well, he has two phones for different reasons. You know, like I have a few phones myself. Yeah, the fish during TomB week were super fun. That wouldn't work with the new attachment. You can get sardines out of the new attachment, but yeah. I that was my favorite part of TomB week too, was shooting off that thing with the fish. Oh, it was so much fun. I recommend you all do it at some point. Will he ever cut the screen door for you? I don't know. I think there's a price for everything. I you know, and you got to get him in the right mood. Maybe if we can guarantee him that he'll get a replacement tomorrow and the money's covered or whatever. But I don't know. He hates you. He's actually brought you up to me like outside of what. See, this is a badge. Like you see how people have badges here on Twitch. Like they have like, you know, whether you're Prime Gaming or VIP or Day One, whatever. Here's a real badge. If you can get Perry to mention your name outside of the streams, like to me personally, whether it's in a text message or a phone call or something like that, if he actually brings you up to me outside of this, you have made it. You have made it. You have a special badge for that. I don't know what we'd call that badge, but Spider Rico, your name was mentioned I believe it was Monday. He's like, that Spider Rico cocksucker, that motherfucker better be gone. I don't want to see him anymore, okay? The motherfucker trying to destroy my fucking screen. So, I don't know if that means anything to you, but that is, you're in rarefied air. There's not many people that he knows that well. Where, like, you know, there's people that he knows, like on the stream where he recognizes names and stuff. That's one thing. But like, you know, Westmost is one. You know, there's a handful, and it took a while. It takes a while to get there, but you are. Spider Rico has made it. He's made that transition where you're now in his psyche. His psyche. You know, Hero got there a long time ago. And there's a few others too. But you're definitely the most recent honoree. We give you a nice jacket. You get your own club. You know, we give you a nice like sports coat with the PCL logo on the back, with little gold buttons, and you know, you enjoy that because there's not too many people that have those jackets. Ricky Horney definitely has that as well. And Chris McComb. Chris McComb also made it there, although not recently. But Chris, when Chris was doing the whole thing that he was going to move into Perry's apartment, he would be mentioned quite a bit as well. Yeah, he hates Ricky Horney. Oh my God, he hates Ricky Horney so much. yeah. Perry's the only person who has Dennis Leary on their top list, other than Dennis Leary, and I don't even know if that would be true. Yeah, Dank, you're on the list as well. You're also, you know, He's also confused a couple of people for other people. Like, he combines people sometimes and blames them for things that they didn't do. Like, he's mentioned Faster Blade, but then attributed things to Faster Blade that Faster Blade is not associated with. Also, John Diaper has been mentioned. Dr. Gunk, have Dr. Gunk, Sergeant Funk been around lately? They're two different people. No. Once in a while I'll get an offer from Dr. Gunk, but not on the stream. Not on the stream. So no, Dr. Gunk's, I don't know, maybe he's busy, making the rounds. And Sergeant Funk, not lately, but some people, I guess their schedules change or whatever, they come and go. And yeah, I haven't seen Dan Dizak in a while either, which is too bad because I always look forward to those. But again, I think, it's summertime too. You got to, keep in mind it's, a lot of people have other things to do than hang out with us. But yeah, there's a list of people, like, names you see for a while, and then they drop off, then they come back. Is Perry's memory failing, or is it just low IQ? I think it depends on the time of day, because sometimes his memory is like spot on, and then other time, I think, again, when he's doing the stream and he's concentrating on certain things, he doesn't leave a lot of brain space for other things, so he might seem like his memory is like really bad on the stream. If he's asked, he's like, I have no idea, I don't remember, because he's spending his energy on other things. And I'm like that in a way. I can't multitask to save my life. I can't do, I find a way with this, but Moen Drip's on pretty frequently though. Moen Drip's around. I feel like he was around recently. I don't think anybody's MIA. Hashtag tip for Pete Alfonso. Yeah, good for Pete. I could give less of a shit about the home run derby, but I'm glad he took it 2 years running. That was really cool. Of course, the American League won the All-Star game again. Next time, we can need the Hot Chip Challenge completed from 7 years ago. He did it, didn't he do it? You're going back a ways, but didn't he do it? Yeah, he did sleep in today. He does take it more serious. He was ready to go today. He was super into this stream. Like, look, I sent him, I wanted to do something. I sent him the, the Skittles stuff to wear, and he did it no problem. Like, he was, he was all into it today. Yeah, no, like we said, I haven't seen Amy in a while. Have I met Terry and Fuso? No. No, I never. I forget where she lives, but she lives pretty far away, and it just would never happen. Oh, I said I would do it. Yeah, I did say I would. What was this? I said I would do it if... Actually, did I say I would do it? Yeah, I said I would do it if I got over 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube. And now that I'm actually going to be putting stuff on my YouTube, like I am putting the after hours are going to go on my YouTube. So basically, like starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start putting out the, because now I have more time to go through the older streams, at least from April. I'm going to put the next YouTube video out tomorrow from like where we left off. And there was an after hours, but I don't feel comfortable putting after hours on the Perry Caravello Live channel because it's, you know, the main show is Perry Caravello Live. So I cut after hours and I'll put it up on my channel. If somebody gives a flying fuck to like check that out, if they want to hear it, it's there. I personally think this is more of a live thing that you're here for live. I don't know how this would replay. But so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link in the description. Like, hey, if, you know, by the way, if you want to hear After Hours with TomB from this episode, click here. So that's how I'm handling it. So maybe now that I'm going to be active on YouTube, I will do the chip channels. Although I've heard it's been terrible. It's like really terrible. It's like It's like painful. But I still have it. I have it right here. Actually, it's in my view. Did I meet Fluffy the cat before Perry killed it? No, unfortunately, I did not. Yes, Amy made an appearance tonight, but it wasn't like you know, original Amy. There's a couple of different people that do Amy, but there's only one. You know, when you see the car coming down, you know that's the real Amy. Same thing with Dan Dizak. When you see the scales of justice, you know that's OG Dan Dizak. Do we plan on moving the live streams to Twitch exclusively? That's dependent on getting a partnership, which I'm hoping to find out about this week. If we don't get it, I'll probably go back to also streaming on YouTube, because fuck them, honestly. But yeah, hopefully we do get the partnership, and then it'll be live. The way I see it is it would be live streaming on Twitch, and then all the archives are on YouTube. And then also, you know, of course, you still get the streams within 24 hours on Patreon. Do I plan on keeping the video on demands around for Twitch subscribers, or will they always be a Patreon thing? No, they're always going to be a Patreon thing. Twitch is not a platform to archive stuff. In fact, even if you're a partner, you only get like 60 days at best. So no, the answer is no. They're not going to be around on Twitch. Clips will be. We have clips on for subscribers, but not the full streams. Are you listening to After Hours while running? Shit, that would. How effective is that for your run? I have. We need. Linda Johnson on the phone to confirm the story. I would like to do that at one point, but yeah, we'll get there. You gotta get a big box wrap that looks like a Toyota truck. But no, you know, look, I don't know if I asked him why he needs a truck. If he has a car, he needs two vehicles. First of all, apparently he needs two vehicles because he has two parking spaces, which makes a lot of sense. And also, the truck will drive up to the mountains for him. So, you know. But if he wants a truck and he makes enough money to afford that, then, you know, more power to him. I personally don't have a car at all right now. Neither does Hero. Hero's fucked, you know, and we both work harder than Perry does, to be honest with you. So it does drive me a little crazy that he's out truck shopping and I'm like, I don't have a car at all. But it's all right. I'm getting by. How can Twitch deny partnership? Perry launched 3 pounds of Skittles halfway down Laurel Canyon Boulevard. That's true. He needs a... Well, I'm not forgetting Joey, but Joey has a car. I was only mentioning those of us who don't have a car. Joey has a car. But yes, Joey works harder than Perry by miles. Here's this about the Kia. I've looked at Kia. Kias are not bad. I was in Garrett's Kia. Garrett was nice enough to pick me up after, I think, that first TomB week, and his car was sweet. It was a Kia. It was really nice. My dream car, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest car guy, but if I could say like any car, I would love the Tesla Model S Plaid. That would be I'd be pretty content with that. But I've never been into like Lambos or any. I hate loud cars. I don't like driving them. I don't like being in them. I don't like driving past them. I don't like loud cars. I like a nice, quiet car. Do I do my own yard work? Kind of, although I'm very new to it. I hate the sound of lawnmowers and leaf blowers. So I got one of these like lawnmowers that, like the old school, just has the blades that you push, but it's so much goddamn work. So the answer is yes for now, but probably not too long into the future. Yeah, Plaid is the current iteration of the Model S, and they went by. It's funny, they went by Spaceballs terminology. If you remember in Spaceballs, where the ship went ludicrous speed, and and then they went past ludicrous to Plaid. So they're at Plaid now. The past car was the ludicrous. It goes by speed, like the top speed of the car. So the past Model S was the ludicrous. Now they're on to Plaid. They were going to do a Plaid Plus, but they got canceled because they said Plaid's good enough. And yeah, I'd be cool with changing the battery out. That's such minimum maintenance compared to what you do on a regular car. And the amount of driving I do, I'd be fine with it as like a daily driver. And also like the furthest I'll go right now is like, Pennsylvania, and that I can make that in a single charge easily. But anyway, that's not going to happen. I'll never be able to afford a Tesla. But I would like some kind of hybrid. I've been looking. So basically, the reason I don't have a car is a tree fell on my car back in December. There was a storm, and it fell on the back of the car, like went through the back window and like crushed the trunk. It totaled it. And, I got insurance for it and everything, but I never, I didn't get around to getting a new car because I've had other expenses, and I've just been getting by without it. Like my parents had an extra car. I was borrowing that for a while, but yeah, I gotta come to the point where I gotta get my own and everything, and maybe lease one or something. I don't know. I just haven't. I haven't come to terms with that. There's so many expenses with like moving and stuff like that it's a luxury I can't afford at the moment. If Howard Stern asked me to be on his current show and ask me for advice on his new show, would I do it? No. He's too far gone. He's just not the same guy anymore. No, I wouldn't. There was a time period where I would do anything to like be in that studio, and I came close a couple of times, but definitely not now. That's a good point, Mumbles. You think someone who's been in so many car accidents wouldn't be opposed to taking a train for a long drive, and he's such a crappy driver. Like, I think I explained it on TomB Week, but he's a terrible yet safe driver, if that makes any sense. Like he's really hard on his brakes. He drives fast. He takes hard turns, but yet he's safe. He's always paying attention to what's on the road. He's always looking at other drivers. I don't know. Raccoon's got a date coming up and you want to impress. When's the next Perry cooking video? I want to do one soon. We got to figure out what he's going to cook next. And I think it works better with somebody else there, like Garrett. Someone to engage with him and someone to do the video. If it's just Perry, it would be brutal, I think. That's why I held off on doing cooking with Perry for so long. So we just have to figure out what the next thing would be to cook. Maybe steaks on the George Foreman, as revolting as that sounds. If the Smiths reunited and offered the PCL crew to open on their new tour, would I do it? Yeah, if I would do it if that meant we can get into the shows for free. Because can you imagine what a Smiths tour would cost? Just one ticket, if it ever happened, it would be insane. Tomahawk ribeyes on the Foreman, that would be the way to go. God, that still drives me crazy. Steakums. Like cheesesteaks. Yeah, organic only. Yeah, so many people don't know that reference. There was, I don't know, a number of years ago now. I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. He went to Costco and was treating himself. This is back, I believe, when he still had his disability. And he bought a tomahawk ribeye at Costco. They don't have them there that often, but they had them there. It's like a seasonal thing. Every now and again, Costco will get something really high end like that, and they're butcher, and it's the package with the long bone, and I forget the price tag on it. I think it was let's say in the range of $50 to $75, and he brought the tomahawk ribeye home, put it right in the freezer, and then a couple of days later cooked it on the George Foreman, and then he bathed it in garlic and oregano, and garlic, oregano, and whatever else. It just sounded terrible. And of course he didn't film it. He didn't take a picture of the final product or anything like that. But it had to be terrible. Terrible. The rest of the Smiths would never be able to fit on stage alongside Morrissey's swollen head. I don't think that's true. I think there's other issues there. He kind of did the egg cooking video, because he did that video where he shows how to cook scrambled eggs, which was revolting. I should do a stream where I give Perry the silent treatment the whole stream. Yeah, that'll work out really well. And you've seen how that goes. How about TomB teaches Perry how to make Bloody Marys? I want to make a Bloody Mary video when I get back into I'm not drinking right now at all, but when I come fall, I think is more Bloody Mary season. I will do one. I want to make a Bloody Mary video because I've talked about it so much. I'll make a Bloody Mary video. I got to get back in the groove. I burnt out so hard last year. I was drinking it every day. And it's if you have if you just overdo something, it's just you kind of lose a taste for it. That's kind of what happened. Will Perry ever do another Costco video? Yes he will. Was Morrissey always a blowhard because his songs are all about being shy and demure? That's not really true. His songs are pretty diverse, and honestly, his output in the past decade has been pretty shit. But I understand why people say he's a blowhard. He's tough to handle. That's for sure. In a different way than Perry is. How did I convince Perry to leave the apartment in that costume? I don't know. I was surprised because when I brought 7-Eleven up again, like, oh, we have to finish with that, he was very willing and eager to do it. You can't believe how down Perry is with doing the mobile stream. They've been all excellent. Yeah, I think we just got to work on the jerkiness, getting him a good... somebody sent me some links to Amazon to order like a decent tripod, a stabilizing tripod. I'm going to do that. And I got to see if I can get him an extra line of service. Actually, I'm going to write that down. But I got to do that tomorrow. But yeah, I can't guarantee that every stream, by the way. Like, every stream's not going to be him going mobile, but I like having the option, and I like the idea of doing like a random pop-up stream, like maybe a Saturday afternoon or whatever, a Tuesday afternoon where he's just out and about and does a quick one. Yeah, the egg video is disgusting, especially if you take the art of making eggs seriously. It's really rough. Perry should make deep dish pizza. Imagine how horrible things would go. I agree. A Bloody Perry. That's a good idea. What would you put in a Bloody Perry? Yeah, no beer. It's just I just had to make a decision. I just had to get control of myself, like, physically, and the beer wasn't helping. Because again, the past year, I always hate when Perry talks about this past year we haven't been able to go anywhere. It's like, I think that's been said and done. But what this past year has done for me, at least, is just never saying no to myself and just indulging any whim regarding booze or food or whatever. So I just have to get out of that mindset, and I've been going back to the gym, which has been tough but necessary, and so I've just cut certain things out, because I can have discipline when I want to. But my friend from Ireland is coming over in September, I believe in September, and he's the one, if you remember back in April, whose aunt passed away, and I had to take care of the details and the arrangements and everything. So he's finally coming over, so we can firm up some loose ends and have like a proper service and everything. So he's coming over. There's no fucking way I'm not drinking. So, and there's a slight chance I might be going to Las Vegas, slight chance in August, late August, possibly, maybe, and I would drink there. But until then, I'm chilling out on it. Are the real channels who said follow the channel are still active? Yes, they are. Not every stream probably, but yeah, I see their names still pop up. Yes, and other ones too, different ones. Loved how I told the guy whose wedding he's going to, not at his anniversary party, and then proceeds to say he was a drummer in his old band. Yeah, I don't know where he gets that from because that's actually not true. Yeah, do I think I can pay to play video games? Yes, I still want to do that. I just haven't had the time to like flesh that out. You want to see him play Pro Skater? Yeah, you know it's going to be terrible at first. It's going to be awful, him playing games. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I don't know if he's here. I haven't seen his name, but Jesus Christ, with the GZUS, sent me a copy of Mario Golf for the Switch. Like he had bought it and wasn't playing it and asked, if he could send it to me, and it was really sweet. I got it in the mail today, and I haven't played it yet, but that was really nice. So I'm gonna check that out. Bloody Perry has red Skittles. That's not a bad idea. That's going to be disgusting. I hate Skittles, by the way. Me personally. I've never had a sweet tooth, though. I've never liked... I just never... Like, when I was a kid and I'd have them, I just never liked the taste. How do I make the decision on when I end a PCL season? You saw that season 3 recently started. It's the season thing's kind of a joke, to be honest with you. But the answer is whenever there's a crescendo ending, like a big thing, payoff or whatever, I kind of just feel it when it's like, like the Hot Amy Live was clearly, not so much for Hot Amy Live, but for the fact that he turned around his microwave. That just felt like a season ender right there. And then you start fresh, and then the end of TomB week with all that craziness with everybody in there, that felt like the end of that felt like a season finale, like in a traditional, like old school sense, not like a modern sense, but like, an old school quote unquote season finale. Obviously it's a little ridiculous to call streams like a season, go by seasons or whatever. So it's kind of like a goof in a way, but I don't know. It's to answer your question, it's more like a feeling. Like something pays off. I would like to build up to something and then take a week or two off at the end of the summer, just to kind of reboot and again, I got to get like new equipment and stuff to make the streams better. I think I'm going to get away from Streamlabs eventually because it's just too fucking glitchy. You and your family don't touch alcohol or soda or coffee. I'm still doing like soda, but like Coke Zero once in a while, but not regular Coke. And I was doing that, by the way, left and right this past year. Mexican Coke, like drinking it tons. So which obviously adds to the problem because it's sugar, but at least it's cane sugar. Not that that's any bad. You're going to lose your mind if he shows up to the party in Skittles attire. Yeah, I'm going to lose my mind if he shows up in Skittles attire and doesn't document it. Because otherwise, who cares? You think this week is like Shark Week for PCL? Yeah, in a way, it's definitely carrying over the Skittles. I wanted to get a good run on at least the Skittles stuff, the outfit that I bought them. So yeah, and then we'll probably wrap up all things Skittles on Friday. But then again, you never know. It's not up to me. It's really up to you guys. I think there's a natural turn of events, like the microwave turning around, and then it finally happened, and then, there's other things that take its place. Randy appearing on a stream has got to be a grand finale of the show, if and when it happens. Yeah, well, like I said, I think I'd like Randy to do like a live event. I wouldn't just have him on a stream. Yeah, then we can move to M&M's. Why not? He seems to like M&M's. I could not get over. I don't know if what you guys thought about this. I could not get over the fact that he just kept going and eating that pizza. And I felt like there was two different Perrys tonight. He started out, and it's funny, I would glance at the chat and I would look at like people messaging me now and again about like, oh my God, Perry's being too agreeable tonight. He's being too nice. He's being too accepting everything. And then there was a switch. But when he was doing that pizza, the Skittles pizza, he was going to eat the whole thing. I basically had to tell him to stop. And then, like, I don't know, an hour later, maybe a little longer, he had the same offer, but for more money. And again, I didn't want him to necessarily eat a whole gross pizza like that, but for the money, and he was just like screaming no, and it was just like, yeah, it was just like, I don't know, it was like there was some kind of, like, there's two huge triggers for him right now. Yeah, the switch was something like 92, because he's so adamant about not telling it anymore, of course, but he lets it get to a crazy, like, rage thing, the way he does with the tattoo, and he just can't stop. The tattoo is not coming off. Like, he'll like scream about it. And his cousin talked to him about that, actually. But then, like, now it's not that it's shifted to 92, but it has the same kind of thing. So I don't know. I think the trigger was somebody bringing up 92, whatever. But he just, like, But yeah, when was that switch? Because he was super agreeable, and then he was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Because it's funny, like, people don't like either way. Some people don't, like, you can't make everybody happy. It's like saying, oh, Perry's way too happy right now. Oh, this is not interesting. I like when Perry screams. Then he starts screaming. It's like, oh, this guy's a dick. I'm unsubscribing, which I know is mostly a joke. But like, some people like, oh, this isn't funny. It's like, okay, well, tonight you got both. So, pick your poison. Yeah, to be fair, the last 1992 story was 9 years ago. Now, I think I was fair when I brought up that, like, he should only tell it if he gets paid for it or something like that. And who knows if he'll remember that. Right on the edge of baby mode is the best. Yeah, like where it's manageable baby mode, like light baby mode is fine. But when he's like storming up from the chair every 2 seconds and doing the fake voice thing, the fake Wolfman voice, that gets grating. And it just makes things 1,000 times more difficult to me. But like, I thought Sunday, I don't know if he got anywhere near baby mode, but he got angry a bunch of times. Perry's early OnlyFans streams are on his YouTube channel. The best is when you build him up on the high right before the drop, like the Nambla gag. Yeah, he's very musical like that. And you get a feel for it. You're trying to get him to explode in 7-Eleven, but he was thinking, like, yeah, I think that'll be different going forward, And again, trying at a different part. Like tonight, he was kind of wiped out by the time he was there. It's like in Denny's the other night, Sunday night, where he was right about to like rage out, but he was like gritting his teeth. He's like, you motherfuckers, don't you fucking, it's like, I'm not gonna fucking yell in this place. I'm gonna turn this thing off. I think he tried, but then he couldn't figure out how to do it. I judge baby mode on the number of lip wipes. That's fair. The guy, Raj, is the clerk at 7-Eleven. I don't know. When I called the 7-Eleven, I said, I kind of said what we're doing. I said, who am I speaking to? And he's like, this is Raj. But he didn't, it was hard to hear on Perry's end. It didn't sound like the same guy. I feel like that another guy answered the phone, but I could be wrong. He could have been Raj. I tried to ask him, like, hey, are you Raj? But I don't think he could hear me through Perry's phone. Yeah, that burrito did look gross. Anything you get from Denny's is going to be gross. Yeah, I thought Sunday was pretty special. You had the knee sliding, the Denny's. Yeah, I mean, they all can't be like that, but that was really, I felt really good about that one. I really enjoyed it. And I think he did too, because he called me the next day. He was very happy about it. Because I thought the knee slide was kind of going to be a disaster, but he nailed it. Turns out it wasn't his first rodeo. I guess I should have known that. Can we somehow get Perry to Denny's and then keep ordering food for him? Yes, but be prepared to pay for a high tip. Because the other night I sent him, I sent him money on his Venmo, and he, I think he tipped, which is good. They deserve a good tip. Oh, I got an auction update actually. The funny thing about the auction is, stupidly, no, not stupidly. How could I know? I took pictures of the auction items because I think my phone. When did I do it? Okay, so the Friday night of TomB week, I spent 3 hours cleaning out Perry's place after the stream. So like organizing his whole couch with all the stuff, and my phone was just about dead, and I took his Pixel, the one that I got him, to take pictures because that's a very good camera of all the auction items. And I was like, boom, 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 picture, picture, picture. And I was like, okay, cool. And I want these to go on the website. And then, we'll do the auction thing. And I dumped all of the photos from the Pixel to my laptop. Now, flash forward to Sunday. The pictures are on my laptop. And I had moved them out of the Pixel. Like, I didn't just copy them. I moved them. And of course, flash forward to Sunday, and we all know what happened there. Perry backed up and doused it with champagne, and the computer was kaput. But it's funny because today and I think this caused some issues too with Streamlabs, because even though I went through everything, I guess, I don't know, there was some setting that maybe wasn't exactly the same. Anyway, I wiped my C drive and reinstalled, did a clean install, for a number of reasons. I wanted a fresh start and have this run a little smoother. But long story short, when I signed into my what do you call it? Like the whatever the Microsoft 365 is that gives you the cloud thing, all of a sudden I saw the cloud files from my laptop, which I haven't seen, and one of them was all the pictures I took for the auction. So now that I have them, I'm going to send those up and just get those on our website. And so in answer to the question, there have been some people that have bid on some things in the auction, but we'll relaunch that and get it with a website where you can see the pictures and everything like that, and you'll see the status of things. So that'll be good. I finally just got it today, and I saw it pop up, and I was like, oh my god, because it was driving me crazy, like not being able to find it. I thought I forgot because I was looking for it on my regular phone. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't take it on this. So that's cool. Anyway, it's a long answer to your question. How hard would it be to get Perry to go to West Hollywood? pretty hard because it's a pain in the ass to get there for him. I mean, unless there was a specific destination. I don't like him going too far from the home base, so we can get him home pretty quick if we need to. Dealing with Perry equals 30% of the tip, right, including TomB prices. Well, you got to figure Twitch takes a good chunk of the tip as well as PayPal. So by the time they're done with it, you're getting like maybe 50% of it or something like that. So no, it's tough. I don't get any percentage of that. But like I've said before, though, if it does legitimately say tips for TomB, I will make a note of that. Yeah, I guess it's called Outlook, whatever. Yeah, Perry is going to come to New York one day. Maybe this fall. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. At least do a stream or two from here. I should have my new office set up by then. Right now I'm just in a room with boxes. I think he would enjoy New York, and I would legit give him a good tour. We should try $1 Tip Tuesday or something and see how many $1 comments he generates. Yeah, that'll probably be a long stream, I'm guessing. By the way, did anybody, and maybe Hero can answer this, anybody out there who follows Red Bar, did you see that? Like, did you get an email from Mike today? I think he posted about it too. It was very strange. I'm trying to pull it up. It's very strange, like a cryptic email. I don't know if it means that he's going to be doing a show soon. It was just like that. It looked like a scribbled notepad with like time codes on it or something. I saw that earlier and I was like, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, Perry's pizza, New York pizza review can go so many different ways. You pay 4 times the money to see TomB review Chicago pizza. That almost happened. That almost happened last year. We went to Gino's East, and it was just one of those nights. It was like a Friday night, and I had spent 2 full days in his apartment, like just redoing stuff. Like his internet wasn't working, like all this shit. And I was a friend of mine was meeting us, and I was gonna go down with him. He lived in Orange County, and we were sitting in Gino's East Pizza, and we ordered, and they said, "Oh, it's gonna take an hour to come out." I was just like, I'm not waiting for this. There's no fucking way. And I was just so tired and over it that I just left. Do a stream where where it's all positive comments, the whole stream, just to mess with him. I wonder how we'd handle that, honestly. Oh boy. All right. I think I'm going to call it only because I'm pretty wiped. I've been up I've been up since like 6 a.m. I can't answer that, Rob. What percentage of celebrities does Perry think are real? That's, you know, that's for him to answer, and I don't even think he'd understand the question. But if I had to guess, I would say 93%. If I had to guess. Pizza reviews soon. Thanks, Ollie. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. I love you guys and love what you guys do for the channel and the stream, and I try to explain that to Perry sometimes. I think sometimes it sinks in, sometimes it doesn't. But just how important this is. So, like I've said this before, but just know that if he's being like a real jerk to you guys and like giving you the middle finger and saying, screw you all, whatever, if he doesn't appreciate you, please know that I do. Please know that I do. Don't. I know you guys don't take it personally, but please don't take it personally. Because I once in a while I'll get a message from somebody who's like, oh, I really didn't like the way Perry was talking to people. I'm like, okay, well, he's in baby mode, so you can't take that seriously. But he does appreciate it in moments of where he's cognitive of what's going on and what he gets out of this. So, but please know that that's I greatly appreciate you guys and everything that you contribute to the channel. So yeah, and right, yeah, in 20 minutes he'll switch his tune. He's the most unreliable narrator you'll ever find, in fact or fiction. That's right, he did threaten you to. See, that's the kind of thing I wrote that down, Spider, about him threatening you, and I was like, like for the YouTube, I'm like, do I cut that out? Like, is that going too far? But that's just him. And there's always these TOS police every time he says anything. It's usually newer people, like OMG TOS, OMG TOS. I think some of them are joking around, but there was one the other night that was like, TOS for this, TOS for that. I think they just go from channel to channel trying to find things to say TOS about. Funk likes everything Perry says and does. Well, I can't say the same. Oh, good. Okay, glad. Yeah, it's badge of honor. Like you're in his head now, so he knows who you are. It's like because it took a long time for even a guy like Wes Most to get like recognition. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Fuck Wes Most. Yeah, Perry. You've sent him a bunch of cameos. You've talked to him on the phone. I don't know any guy named Wes Most. And now it's like, of course, he knows who Wes Most is. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it here, and we'll see you Friday for Mailbag Friday. All right, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Sweet dreams, guys.